is Willem Crothor. I'm probably going to be the only guy on the stage tonight without an instrument. I do stand-up comedy, and this is the first time I'm performing live in person. If you don't like it, the door's right there. If you do like it, the door's right there to get a better signal to call your mom and ask why she dropped you on your head. I would also like to thank my wife, who many of my stories would not be possible because if I get more than 50 feet away from her, the shock collar goes off. So me and her have been married. We've been married since about last October, and I've discovered some stuff about being married, about being an uncle especially. I found out you have to do a lot of uncle stuff, like go to softball games, and you have to go to a whole bunch of different, just different things. And one of these things was a Christmas pageant. And yeah, I've been to a lot of Christmas pageants in my life, mostly because I was raised as in a Christian household, have participated a lot. That's kind of where I got my love for being on stage. But I found something interesting when I went to my little nephew Bryson's Christmas pageant. I discovered a Goldilocks zone of entertainment when it comes to Christmas pageants. For those of you who don't know, Goldilocks zone is this little bitty zone that scientists say that you can live in as a planet. I don't know more because I'm a comedian, not a scientist. Scientist is over there sitting. She could probably explain to you better. I do jazz hands. That's what it says on my degree. Well, so we get there. We get to this big church. It's pretty nice. Has nice big screens, nice seating. They start handing us these pamphlets. I already know I'm going to have a good time because when I look into these pamphlets, there's not a song I recognize, not one. They're supposed to be like singing these Christmas songs. None of them, they're all like these off-brand versions. Didn't recognize a single one. I'm already snickering. I'm already chuckling in my seat. And I already know I'm going to have a good time. So as we start hearing a lot of stomping, and like a herd of cattle, we see about 50 different 3 and 4-year-olds just come stomping onto the stage, herded by like these 50-year-old women. 3 of them. 3 of them for 50 children who have probably been hopped up on hot cocoa. I don't know who said that was a good idea, but they obviously run every minimum wage job. Well, so as this cattle herd of children just comes stomping and stampeding by, and these women who just they just look so drained. They look like they were exhausted. They didn't want to be there, but their contract made them be there because they're like some school teachers. And I had a lot of sympathy for these women. I have a lot because I just 50 kids. I can barely handle one, which is Bryson, the small sassy one I came to see. He's small and sassy. And you expect me to handle 50 of those with 2 other people? So the music starts, and I'm praying. I'm praying to God that please make this better. Please make me laugh even harder. Thank God we were in church because He answered that prayer. They brought out 3 mics. 3 mics that they put 2 kids at each. So there were about 6 kids up on stage in front of everyone. As the music starts, we suddenly hear a screamo rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The child on the very end had just started screaming into his mic. All while, behind him, everyone else is singing the normal song that I don't even know the lyrics to. It was some off-brand Merry Christmas or Feliz Navidad. I don't know. I couldn't hear. We had like tiny little Slipknot singing his little heart out. And all the other kids joined in. Monkey see, monkey do. All 6 of the kids just started singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star over and over again till one of the women just pulled them off stage and moved to the next song. Whole time. That was the whole time. We had 2 kids playing a nice game of Let's Lick the Mic. That was fun to watch after COVID. I have nightmares about that. Then we had one kid who just found the cameraman, and just looked, the whole time, just looked into the camera and through the screen, and just looked into everyone's souls. I have nightmares about that kid sometimes. I think he took my soul. And then finally, we just had 2 kids who just decided to just start fighting, just in the middle of the stage, just dead center, left versus right. Me and her took bets. I won $20 that night. And halfway through this program, I thought it couldn't get any better. They bring 2-year-olds onto stage to sing. Like little tiny 2-year-olds who don't even know what's going on. And they don't even sing. They just start spinning. The whole time, just spinning. All different ways. You just see these women just staring, waiting for one of the lights to fall on them so they could just get away from this program. And yeah, so program goes on. It just gets more chaotic. And the end song, I was sad because my entertainment's about to leave. But the last song, they gave them sticks. They gave them these like red and white candy cane like sticks that have like these little like bumps on them. They were like these wooden sticks that you hit and make music with. You just like scrape them across. I used to do that when I was in elementary school. What do you think happened the second they handed all those kids sticks? They just started hitting one another. You just heard just suddenly bonk, bonk, and in the center of it was my nephew, Bryson. He was just going to town on some of those kids. I've never had so many eyes in her family on me because they know I'm the one who taught him how to sword fight. I will say this though, he won. He was victorious. Had tiny little brave heart and everything. But yeah, and as the show came to an end, and all the kids have been hit with the sticks. I'm pretty sure some of them suffered concussions. One kid threw up because he spun too much. And those 2 kids that were fighting were still going at it. One just ran across stage where they tried to separate them. But the highlight would have to be the kid who turned his back and just started peeing off the side of the stage. And the look of horror and I cannot do anything on this woman's face as she just had to watch this kid. As on the big screen, we saw a kid pee. That has got to be one of the best Christmas pageants I have ever personally been to. And I can't wait for next year's. Because knowing my little sassy nephew Bryson, he's going to be the problem yet again. Thank you very much. I'm William Prothor. You can find me on LAC Comedy's YouTube channel. I perform once a month at the Wednesday night 6 p.m. class. I'm also on TikTok under Forgotten Ideas Productions. Thank you very much. Next, it's easy to follow up that. I suck.